with the rip. Dean Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey, hey.
Oh, got a little wink action there.
Hey, and set. The Warriors in the state final.
Good evening from Kusel Stadium, home of the Mariemont Warriors. Boy, do we have a game for you here tonight. I am Brian Sugarman. I'm alongside
Cameron Lackney.
and we are excited to bring you Mariemont versus Indian Hill. Mariemont Warriors are currently ranked number 6 in the Division III coaches poll, and Indian Hill is ranked number 5 in Division II. So this seems to be a great matchup for us tonight, Cameron.
For sure, a great CHL rivalry. It'll be great to see some of these seniors get their last chances at beating their big rival up the hill for Mariemont and Indian Hill down the road.
Absolutely. We talked to Coach Eric Vonix, the coach of the Mariemont Warriors, before the game today, and he just put it in perspective. He said there's something special about a crosstown rival going at it with one another. All these boys have grown up playing each other for quite some time, and on a beautiful sunny 90-degree night here on the pitch.
Hot and humid.
Hot and humid. It's going to take a little of everything tonight for these boys to put one on the scoreboard.
For sure. Yeah, totally.
Mariemont's coming off a 2-game losing streak.
Yes.
They lost to Wyoming here at home, 2-0 the other night, and then they traveled to Kettering-Alter, another state-ranked opponent, and
Not bad losses at all.
no, both state-ranked.
Yeah. And in D2, in the top 5, I believe Wyoming and Alter are 3 and 2, or ranked 3rd and 2nd in the state.
Absolutely. And we're off here at Kusel Stadium. Bates Gull plays the ball to Luke Brothers. Down the side to Will Studenroth. Looks like they're going at him right away here.
He likes that left side, Will Studenroth.
Rolling Warriors.
Looks like Brothers over there with the throw-in. From deep in the corner, the back corner here at Kusel Stadium, but in the attacking third. Ball in the middle of the box.
Bowden pushing. Kroll already on the ground.
I think we're going to see that quite a lot. He's a hard worker
Yeah.
today. He works his tail off, but he gets dirty while he's doing it. So Kroll again on the ball.
He's great to watch. Emotional player.
Absolutely. Both
Through
teams
ball.
trying to figure it out early in this game. Nice clearance by Mariemont there. It looks like an Indian Hill throw-in, just about 30 yards out of goal. Kazmarowski with the throw-in for Indian Hill. We had to practice that name a few times before the game.
Yes.
Deep in the box, Indian Hill gets their first corner of the game. Nice clearance by Mariemont. So what are some keys to this game, Cameron, for Mariemont? I know you talked to some of the students today. What did they say is the key to beating Indian Hill this afternoon?
I think one of the main things they're working on over the past 2 games is possession and passing the ball efficiently, where they struggled somewhat more in the first half of playing Alter and the whole game against Wyoming. And I think that's one of their main focuses is playing the ball and pushing it out wide and crossing it in with control.
Absolutely. Still early in this young season. Mariemont comes into the game with a 4-2-1 record. We kind of mentioned their losses earlier. Indian Hill driving down the field, though. They seem to have the early control of the game. We've got a shot. Great save by Werdenberger.
Says not my kitchen. Knocks that ball down.
Shot by was number 9, Freeman. Good little attempt on goal.
And then Indian Hill looks like they've only had 1 loss to Milford and 1 tie. I do not know who. Carroll, they tied to Carroll.
Studenroth brought the ball down the left side, played it into Kroll. Kroll was just a little late on that. It looks like Mariemont's keeping it in this attacking third. It's kind of a ping-pong action at this point. They're going back and forth. Both teams trying to establish what they're trying to do. But again, some keys to the game after talking to Coach Vonix, they need to come out strong, both against Wyoming and some of their earlier games this year. They've really struggled at the beginning of the game, got down on the scoreboard. So Mariemont's really looking to put the first goal in the net tonight, and it looks like Luke Brothers has a free kick from about 30 out. He usually plays a typically really good ball into the box here.
I've seen some beautiful balls already this fall by him.
We'll see if somebody can get on the end of it. The ref's moving them back just a little.
Already up in the air again. Andrew Mell get in on the ground. It'll be a Mariemont throw.
36 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Both teams are looking strong at the beginning of the game here. Great little touch by Bates Gull, going at the Indian Hill defense, but the Braves are holding strong.
Bowden, the sophomore. Zach and Luke Brothers taking over the ball on defense.
Luke's one of those players that plays box to box. He seems to go from 18 to 18, and he's always involved with the ball. He's one of our players to watch tonight. Came into Mariemont last year, received second team All-CHL honors in his rookie season, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Looking to be more of a leader out on the field this year.
Also, Kyle Kroll, he's looking for some goals. Being a first-team player last year in the CHL, Brothers really likes to kick the ball over to Kroll.
Yeah, those two seem to have an instant connection, both on the field and off the field. Good friends off of it, and they seem to be working really well together. Kroll has 6 goals, I believe, this season to kick off the campaign. Luke's right there with 5. Both are really looking to get first team this honors, but both of them will tell you they're really looking just at the next game, trying to get those W's on the board.
Yes.
Mariemont controlling the ball in the final third. Kroll taking it down, gets a nice cross in. Unfortunate, the Indian Hill defender right there. I think Coach Vonix is pretty happy with their start in the first 5 minutes. Those critical first 5 minutes really can dictate how a game goes. They got scored on early, as we said, against Wyoming, so it's nice to see them get out of those first 5 minutes.
Yes, they also had a little breakdown first game of the season against Seven Hills, and that's the reason why they tied them. First game is giving up a little bonehead mistake.
What I love to see, though, Mariemont is not shy out of conference games to take on some of the best in the state.
Yeah.
They try and prepare themselves for what hopefully is a long tournament run, but I know the guys on the team aren't even thinking about that quite yet.
I saw Indian Hill also got Alter on the schedule later on.
That should be a great matchup. And speaking of that, we're going to have a CHL showdown the last week of the season as Indian Hill faces Wyoming. So this could be a really big win for Mariemont, kind of evening the score and then seeing if Indian Hill can knock off Wyoming for the chase to the CHL championship.
It'll be very interesting, and this game will pay dividends at the end of the season.
I think they're just looking for something positive at this point off that 2-game streak.
Yes, for sure.
Bates Gull wins a great head ball, gets it over to Kyle Kroll. Kyle holding off the defender. Unfortunate misplayed ball out of bounds. Indian Hill from their defensive third with the throw in.
Lundberg and Brothers. Lundberg already trying to push the ball. I think the ref wants him to slow down.
Yes, the ref has corrected his call, and it looks like it's going to be a Mariemont throw, and Indian Hill picked the ball up and tried to throw it in right away. We do have some subs coming into the game here shortly. We have Langicola coming into the game, as well as Kane. We'll see who they take off here in just a minute, but looks like the heat has already started impacting the game with some early substitutions for Indian Hill. Coach Vonix starting with his 11 and sticking with them right now.
Throw in the Warriors here on the near side.
Hopefully all these players drank a lot of water in school today.
Hydrating is definitely important. one of our maintenance gentlemen was walking around earlier today. He had a thermometer, and he was telling me the temperature on the field was in the 110, 115 range. So we know as the sun goes down, it's going to cool off, but definitely warm on that pitch for these boys. Indian Hill possessing the ball in the midfield a little, but Mariemont seems to want to get that ball quickly and attack with some authority. Unfortunately, they have not connected in that attacking third, but I do like to see that they are attacking early in this game and really putting the pressure on. Hopefully it pays dividends here towards the middle to end of this first half as we get going here.
Yes, and I think we were talking to Kyle Kroll earlier today, and he said that the offense was
We've
struggling.
got our first yellow card of the game, number 16, Tan. That is a hard tackle. We do have a replay if you want to watch that on your screen, but Tan takes a little whack at Luke Brothers in the middle of the field and gets the first caution of the game. The ref is coming on over to talk, and replacing Tan in the game is Lazik.
That'll be interesting with Tan coming out. He was one of the players to watch in the midfield, also with number 10, Kruvarati. I know the Warriors need to keep an eye out on him, as he's a good goal scorer.
It appears the ref is talking to the coach and saying that he came up with his cleats, as you can see here in the replay. He's just hacking and holding him and gets a nice swing at Luke's legs. That is unfortunate because he was controlling the game a little in the midfield. But the referee is trying to keep this a tight one because, as you know, with rivalry games, if you let it go, it's going to impact them early on.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see a little bit of pushing and shoving later on.
I think you're seeing some friendly banter over here between Coach Vonix and the coach from Indian Hill. They're talking about what just occurred there on the field. As Coach Vonix also told us before the game, all the CHL male coaches, they seem to really get along. They've been helping each other out.
Yes.
And, the world of high school coaching is not the easiest to be, but he said when you get those people around that you trust and rely on, it really helps. So I think it was some friendly banter there between the two coaches trying to figure out what was going. So here's our first substitute, Langicola and Kane in the game, and it looks like Freeman is coming out as well as Consolino coming out of the game.
Yeah, it was hard to see all the way over there if it was 11 or 14.
So we have some exciting news on the golf front today. The CHL championships were this afternoon. And Cameron, I think you got some good news for our Mariemont Warrior fans.
Yeah, it was first CHL title since 1997 for the boys golf team. Some good players in Jack Neville, Max Northrup, Tom Bucher, Andrew Getchie, and others.
Yeah, they're having a great season. They've really been putting some low numbers up on the thing. So with that championship today, they also secure that league championship. As you said, that's the first one since 1997. That is an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, big year gap.
Big year for them, and we wish them luck as districts and sectionals, and hopefully a long state tournament for the boys. But Jack and Tom and some of those other boys are really having a nice season for themselves.
I knew they were really. They've been talking about it all summer and how excited they were to get out on the course, and it's just really good to see those guys really put things together and give Mariemont a title.
Absolutely. It's always good when the Warriors are winning. So congratulations to those gentlemen. Indian Hill seems to have the ball right now. They are attacking. Oh, what a cross into the box. What a defensive play by number 17, Nick Comer. What a great defensive effort. But Indian Hill still on the attack. And we've got ourselves a goal kick.
Got a goal kick?
Yes, sir.
See how far Evan can put it into play.
Mr. Wartenberg with the honors once again.
I've seen some recordings or highlights of him kicking it 70 to 80 yards just on huddle today in class.
It's pretty impressive how the leg strength of some of these teams. Indian Hill put the ball down quickly after a short stoppage in the play. Number 10 over there, Verratti, another player to watch, earned himself a corner kick. I believe that's the third corner kick for Indian Hill this evening. We're about 28 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, and it looks like both teams are going back and forth at this point. really no team has taken over.
I noticed number 19, Kyle Romick is back from his shoulder injury, I believe.
Absolutely. Oh, Indian Hill with a shot.
Oh,
Save off the line.
Stevens.
What a save
Stevens.
off the line by Stevens. Well done, gentlemen. Indian Hill almost struck first here. 28 minutes into the second half. But Kyle Kroll is using his speed.
Oh!
Looks like he's got it. Oh, what an exciting 2 minutes here at Kusel Stadium. And Indian Hill is back on. How?
Oh, Steve-O again. My boy, shout out to Steve-O. I don't know what that back line is doing.
This is what it's all about. Moments in the game that impact the game.
Very good
we went end to end with 2 amazing chances, and I think you showcased there Kyle Kroll's speed, which is really impressed. The ball still floating in the Mariemont box.
Oh.
Nice push up from number 8,
Ooh.
Angel. We are definitely going to show you some of those attempts right now. Both teams, Mariemont and Indian Hill, both had some strong chances there with a save off the line. This is why when people say soccer is not exciting, you just need to come out to a game like this. 2 state-ranked opponents, crosstown rivals, and just laying it out there for your school colors. It is great to see. We've got a decent cheering section out here. Some students have come out this evening. I believe Athletic Director Tom Nurl has called it a blue out tonight. I think all students were supposed to be wearing blue.
Yeah, I think it's more of the football keeping the themes.
Absolutely.
More people following the themes.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed to see that they were doing for soccer. Often it's overlooked. But speaking of football, our boys, the Mariemont Warriors, had an amazing victory over a Division I team this past Friday. They were down 20-ish points at halftime and came back.
Yeah, Andrew Glassmeyer had a exceptional game. 3 touchdowns, as well as Jack Borgardine, Max McGowan, Owen Holiday receiving, Seth Green.
I believe Max had 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. The energy around the school is just there. The boys are real excited for the third game.
The team is great. They're all playing together too, is what I've heard. Coach Cummins really wanting them, each and every individual, to do their job. Get their job done.
Absolutely. We've got Freeman, wrong team. We've got Fanstock coming into the game, as well as Buck, and it looks like number 13, me, and Andrew Mell and Student Roth are coming out of the game, which I believe are the first substitutions for Mariemont this evening.
Let's see what Nolan Buck can do as a young sophomore, I believe.
Absolutely. And you were speaking of an injury we had right before that exciting few minutes there. So
Kyle Romick, he I didn't see the play, but I heard at home against Wyoming, he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, the Wyoming game got a little physical at the end as Mariemont was trying to climb their way back into it, and no dirty on the play, no cards issued, but he hit the turf hard. Was down for quite a while, but after some reviews, he was healthy and took a couple days off practice, but he is cleared to play this evening, and I know he's a welcome addition to the back line for the Warriors. They were worried without him, as he's one of the key pieces back there.
Yes. Steve-O and McClory back on the back line. Varsity veterans, I'd say.
It's always good to have some veterans. Yes. This is what you like to see in these games. Both teams getting chances, both teams going hard.
Tackle.
Looks like we're going to have a restart here in the defensive third for the Warriors. Just a little battle coming out.
A little bit of a frustration foul.
Yeah, and Indian Hill's trying to keep the ball there. You see the ball moving. Unfortunately, there, a missed clearance by McClory.
See what this throw-in does.
Consolino back in the game, coming in for Kosmarowski for the Indian Hill Braves. They're attacking in the attacking third right here.
That's Ton with the throw-in. Keep an eye on him.
He is on that yellow card, so we'll see if it impacts his game a little.
Yeah.
See if he doesn't go into tackles as hard. But he's a veteran, great player as we're at that. So, you know, I don't anticipate it to change his game at all. We've got Athletic Director Tom Nurl, who's stopping by to say hello. We were just talking about the fantastic football team as well as the golf team. But Tom is probably the best AD in the world over here. So we're lucky at Mariemont to have someone like Tom here. So maybe we can get him in the box and talk to us a little later. But Tom's a little shy of the microphone.
He's a little shy.
But one of the best. Absolutely. We're 22 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first half, and I'd say we have a deadlock. Great chances by both teams, but no one seems to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. And Jan Ziel enters the game for the first time, taking out Zins. It seems that Indian Hill keeps substituting on the attacking side of the ball. Midfield seems pretty content, as well as their defense. They're sending a lot forward with only leaving 2 back. Indian Hill, again, in the 6-yard box, cannot get a clean look at the goal. I like to call that swarm defense by the Warriors.
This back line's cutting it close.
What a ball from number 14, Consolino, into the back box. He had a couple targets back there, but Evan Wardenberger came through and let the ball go out of bounds there. Evan with the goal kick coming up.
Yeah, I think that Mariemont's back line is making all the Mariemont parents a little nervous right away, right off the gate.
Absolutely. But they seem to be cleaning up the garbage back there and not letting the ball go into the net, which is ultimately the goal.
There's Romick.
What a great battle there, and we are going to get a free kick, it looks like. Number 8, Langicola, is on the ball. Indian Hill throwing a couple forward. It looks like they're bunching on the back there. They've got 5. Mariemont playing more of a zone defense, it appears. But if we can get a quick release here, Kyle Kroll is all alone up top.
Yeah, I'm sure he's waiting for a counter.
Ball into the box. Ball's up in the air. Wardenberger with his fist, trying to clear the ball, and comes down on it. Evan, once again, with a great save. He has really come together this year and gained some confidence in the back, and he's had a nice season as he's been going here.
Another turnover.
As you can see, Evan's in there. He's just battling for the ball, and he is making a fantastic save.
Warrenberger, a 4-year varsity goalkeeper. Got some experience back there, but when there's a lot of shots on goal, you can't blame the goalie sometimes.
Absolutely. He's let up 7 goals in 7 games, so that's a goal-a-game average right now. Has 2 shutouts on the year in this early season as well. And Ethan Horton from Indian Hill, has played in 5 games up to this point and given up 5 goals, so a goal-a-game average. Both teams have pretty stout defenses, so we might see more of a defensive battle here today. But it looks like Freeman is coming back into the game, taking out Langicola, and also leaving the game is Bennett for the first time today. The referee seems to be getting hot out there as well, wiping that sweat away.
Yeah, and Romick drinking some water.
Come under 20 minutes.
Just under halfway done in the first half. And again, we are deadlocked at 0s. Looks like we might have missed a handball there, but clearance by Indian Hill. Sudaroth says, no way, we're going to keep that here in this attacking third. Gets a shot on goal, and what a save by Horton. Sudaroth with his left foot made the Indian Hill goalkeeper Horton get down and dirty and make a fantastic save for the first save of the evening. Corner kick, Luke Brothers is coming up on the ball.
Taken by Brothers.
Let's see if we can connect on one of these, as we've got some good placement in here, but haven't been able to finish the ball quite yet. Ball's in play. A little push up on the back post by Gall. A header, student runs up. Ball still there. Shot by Luke Brothers, and a save by
another
number 5
corner.
King. Getting another corner on there. What a chance we are seeing here today by both teams. The goalkeeper seemed to be what's keeping this game deadlocked at 0. Luke Brothers winding up again. He's got his right hand in the air, playing a nice ball on the ground. Not
what you don't want is a
successful.
counter to Verratti.
And here's that counter you were speaking of. Unfortunately, missed touch here or there.
Lundberg with the ball. It's been played out wide. And McClory's there. Read it like a book.
Absolutely. They withstand that, as you said. We almost had a counterattack going against us, but the gentlemen stopped that as quickly as they could, got numbers behind the ball. And it looks like we are stopping the game for a water break. We've been talking about the heat all night. So stoppage in play with 17 minutes and 34 seconds left in the half, and we are going to have a water break. So Cameron, we're about halfway through the first half. What is your analysis of this first 20 minutes of game?
I really think Mariemont needs to watch out on those counters from Indian Hill. That's where they tend to break down, as well as I think Mariemont's best offense is a counter with Kroll and Brothers.
Yeah, we talked to Kyle Kroll earlier today, and he said they're playing a little more direct than Coach Vonix would like them to do. But at the same time, it's been successful, as you've seen a couple times tonight. Kyle has lightning speed, and he's able to finish as well. So unfortunately, they haven't been able to break that back line quite yet, but it seems that Indian Hill is playing more of a possession-based game in the midfield, trying to build, but the counter is on for both teams. So I think we're in for a treat these next 60-ish minutes tonight. Good thing high school rules don't necessarily allow overtime, because we might be here for quite a while tonight, but the referees are getting some water as well. Make sure those gentlemen in yellow are also staying hydrated. I think they're doing a fantastic job. Yeah, we do have a nice student section out there. They are cheering. We can hear them all the way up here in the booth. It's always great when our students come out and support one another. I've been at Mariemont for 2 years now, and it always impresses me the amount of students that come out to all of our sporting events. As a small school like we are, it's great, the camaraderie and the teammanship, and just supporting one another. You'll see it in the student section. You'll see football players, volleyball players. You'll see cheerleaders, band members. Everyone comes out to support one another.
As an athlete, it's great to see when your childhood friends just right there cheering you on.
Absolutely. So who does Mariemont football play this Friday?
I believe they have Schroeder, if I'm correct.
There you go. So Indian Hill started their season. I believe they're 1-1.
Yes.
Another powerhouse in football here, but got off to 1-1 start. But we anticipate good things for them, and of course we're always waiting for that crosstown rival in football as well, where it seems like everyone in both communities comes out to watch those games.
Yeah. Last year Indian Hill blew us out, but this year I think everyone's optimistic about competing with them.
Absolutely, and we're back in action here at Kusel Stadium. Kyle Kroll almost broke behind the defense, as we just talked about. He must have been listening to us up here in the booth on the sideline, but looks like we're back in action again. Battles throughout the midfield, and Tom plays a great ball up there
over to Verratti.
We knew that combination was going to come in hand at some point.
Good.
Great move for Verratti.
Nice move.
Great defensive effort.
I'm telling you, Stevens has saved us about 3 times.
Stevens is having a heck of a game. He's going to love watching film session tomorrow.
Yeah.
But a shot wide by number 6, Lundberg, and it looks like another goal kick for Wuttenberger.
13, Andrew Mell, and for your Warriors.
Andrew Mell in for Bowden Gall.
And after that, we also have Verratti taking a little break on the sideline. He almost just broke down the defense. I think he held on to the ball a little too long there. He might have been able to get one, but lucky for us, He just made one extra move there. And the ball, as we've been talking about, is ping-ponging back and forth into Mariemont and Indian Hill territories here. We'd like to give a little shout out tonight to all of our cameramen operating those cameras for us. We have a new broadcasting program here at Mariemont High School, and Cameron is our first student broadcaster. We're super excited for him.
Brave enough.
One of our broadcasting teacher, Mr. Eaton, is taking control of one of our cameras today. So we're super happy to be out here, and we can't wait to bring more students into the booth and into the truck. And of course, ICRC with their partnership, we couldn't be more thankful for this opportunity. And I think we're doing pretty good tonight, Cameron.
Yeah, for sure. It is a learning process at first, but getting the hang of it.
Absolutely, but we're here, we're having fun, and what a better game could we have chosen?
I know.
Number 5 in the state Division 2 versus number 6 in the state Mariemont in Division 3, going at it, crosstown rivals. It's just a beautiful night out here. It looks like the temperature's gone down a little as the sun has seemed to go down, but still a blistering hot evening here. Right as we thought fall weather was going to come.
I was ready for it.
Student ref gets around the corner. Unfortunately, that ball goes out of bounds just a Too bad he didn't keep that in. That Indian Hill defender looked like a wide receiver out there trying to catch the ball.
I don't know if I would even put my hand out.
After opening weekend for NFL football, he decided he wanted to bring in, and speaking of football, the Bengals looked pretty decent this weekend.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
I was excited to see Zach Taylor with a nice offensive scheme.
Absolutely, yeah. Throwing the ball all around that field.
Yeah, it was very exciting. Even at the end of the half, with John Ross's 40-yard touchdown, I think a lot of people were saying Marvin Lewis probably would have kneeled the ball and gone to halftime.
Very well could have. So we're back to the pitch, though. No foul there. Bates hits the ground running, but no foul as it was just a good tackle.
Caleb Tan with another nice ball.
Caleb Tan is looking out here to the left-hand side, and they keep bringing in new players. We have Zins out there on the left now. They're really trying to go at Comer on this defensive end, but Comer holding strong with a lot of help there from Romick and Stevens. McClory seems to be the one on the back line they haven't gone at quite yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a matter of time or if they're purposely trying to avoid Mr. McClory over there.
He's a very good defender.
Very fast as well.
Yeah.
Another quick one.
It's actually pretty strong.
Luke Brothers with a great ball to his partner, Kyle Kroll. Kyle Kroll's going to take on the defender. Can he get the ball across? Drops the ball to Feinstock, but Indian Hill clears the ball out of bounds. We do have a throw in here.
With the throw.
Getting the ball. Kyle loves playing over here. Sometimes he looks for those foot skills to work. An unfortunate touch, and it does go out of bounds. And we've got another goal kick here for the Braves. We've got coming in the game Howell, Bennett, and Langicola. And it looks like leaving the game Lazick, Jansdeel, and Lundberg. As these boys come off, I'd be going straight to the water jug. It is a hot one here, and it looks like Mariemont is bringing up some fresh legs.
Zach Stith and Lucas Wilner.
Yeah, it will be both of these gentlemen's first time in the game this evening, with about 12 minutes left in the half. I think Vonix is seeing a little heavy feet at this point, maybe trying to get some rest for some of these attacking players so we can come back out strong here in the second half. But we're in the defensive third for Mariemont Warriors. A clearance by Zach.
McClory holding his own. He's very low to the ground. Has a good push.
Indian Hill is doing a great job sending numbers forward as they go. They're leaving 3v2, so they still have numbers in the back, but they are definitely pushing forward.
Ooh.
And clearance. 3 points over the net. And here we go. We do have our substitutes coming in the game here As we said, Wilner's coming in the game stiff, and I also believe Bowden Gall is coming back in the game, and it looks coming out the other Gall brother, as well as Fainstock, and Kyle Kroll taking a seat on the bench. They've been working hard up there up top, Gall and Kroll, and got some nice chances, but nothing has stuck yet. There's McClory with a great clearance again.
Watch for them to push left to Sudenroth. Sudenroth likes to cross it in. Oh, got a little hands moving on number 9.
There's a lot of contact on that play, but
There you go, Stith.
no foul. Stith chasing down the ball. A clearance to the goalkeeper. That's a tough one. Mariemont, coming in strong, but the ball, great clearance by the goalkeeper again. Kazmarowski brought the ball up to the side, playing the ball out to Ton. Ton's had a really nice game in the midfield. He's been controlling it. Played some fantastic balls out of the side there, but again, nothing too dangerous, as both goalkeepers have come up extremely strong this half.
Sudenroth looks like he tripped. With a little shove to the chest. And it looks like we are going to get a kick. Free kick by Brothers.
And direct kick.
So they did call a foul there. We thought maybe Sudenroth tripped, but not the case in this matter. And again, we're just going back and forth here. Number 8, Angicola again taking the ball.
Romick. Ooh.
It looks like Langicola went down after that play after a little impact by Romick. The referee seemed not to pay attention to that, and it is Mariemont's ball. Langicola got back up, and he looks good to go.
Ooh. Can't turn the ball over right there. Stevens.
Do not play with it there.
I think I can hear some parents complaining already.
I was going to say it's the first time in the game I've started hearing the fans get vocal. Again, I think the referees are doing a nice job of controlling the game, but also letting the game play, because sometimes the referees, great save there by Wardenberger again. Sometimes, referees can call the game too close, and it's foul after foul, but at this point, they are letting the boys play. It looks like we have an Indian Hill cheering section showing up this afternoon. They're on the fence there. Haven't heard too much coming from them, but they're just waiting to cheer, I am sure.
Yeah, waiting for that goal.
The Braves just need to give them something to cheer about, don't they?
Yep. Same as well for Mariemont.
It looks like we've got Kroll and Gall coming back into the game. Bennett as well. And on the Brave side, we've got Verratti and Lundberg. That is a pretty heavy-duty substitution coming in there. Lots of legs and lots of power to go forward.
Probably resting up for half.
Absolutely.
What do you think Mariemont should do for second half adjustments?
As we're looking to go to the second half again, I do agree with some of our pregame assessment that they're playing extremely direct here. I'd love to see them try and attack that left side with Studenroth over there. He's been successful. I think they've keyed on a Kyle Kroll right now, so I think going over there to the left side may help, and maybe trying to get the ball into Luke Brothers in the midfield to distribute to them, but they've really not looked to get behind them once in the play, and they're just trying to beat them off the ball. But, on Indian Hill side as well, I think they've got some really good chances. I think we can see what they want to do. They want to come over to this left-hand side. But I think it's one of these games that as soon as a goal goes in, it may open some stuff up.
Yes.
Ball's just playing here in the middle of the field, going back and forth. Great tackles all over the field. These boys are definitely playing it on the line this evening. And a missed clearance by Swallow gives Mariemont a throw-in in the attacking third of the field. We've got about 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half here at Kusel Stadium. And I think we have some more substitutions. No, just a slowage in play.
McClory with the throw-in. Bates. Fades to the middle. Is cleared out.
Corey tried to dump the ball in there, but unfortunately played the ball right back to Indian Hill. Indian Hill looking on that backside again. Another defensive play by Comer. And there's Luke Brothers, as we talked about, coming all the way back to the 18 to make a great defensive play. And he is going to get tired here at some point, I would assume.
Yes. Kroll will be tired tonight in his bed. He's got to give it all his all for
And
this
lots
rivalry.
of these seniors are going to do some volunteer work over the next few days. Our 6th graders are at Camp Kern currently, and some of these students after the game are going to get a nice sleep, rehydrate, and head out to Camp Kern tomorrow to work with some of our 6th grade students. So not only are they great athletes, they're fantastic students as well, selected to go to Camp Kern and help out some of our own.
Yeah, great classmates. I love to go to school, be with these guys. They're great.
Absolutely.
They're pretty bright too.
That's what makes Mariemont a wonderful place to be. We've got great kids, great athletes, and just great people all together. This will be an interesting call. They were giving it a goal kick here. I think it might have hit an Indian Hill or Mariemont defender, but we're high up, so. And we've got some subs. Tom's coming back in as well as number 21.
And for the Braves,
It'll be interesting to see if Indian Hill and Mariemont tries to do a first half
5 minutes left here on our first half.
at the end of these last 5 minutes.
You know, as a former coach, one of the things I always used to tell my teams was these critical moments.
Yes.
The first 5 minutes and last 5 minutes of the half. Statistically, you see goals go in as teams start taking mental breaks. So you could be very right. We'll see if one of these mental breaks happen. Kroll's on the attack in the attacking thirds, got the ball deep in that corner, and it looks like Indian Hill earned themselves a throw in there. But let's see if Mariemont can keep that ball deep.
I noticed Kroll likes to get his defender on his back and try to play with him.
He does. I'd like to see Kyle in space a little more, trying to get forward, but he is good with his back to the goal and standing up. Once he gets to that corner, he does look to cross that ball in, and he's had some nice crosses. We just need to get somebody on top of it. So again, Mariemont's in the attacking third with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left. And let's see if this throw can get dangerous here as we go. That's a great throw in the box. Can we get a flick? No one is backside, unfortunately. Here comes a shot from McClory. Good effort on target,
nice
but saved by the defender of Indian Hill. And we've got a shot.
Ooh.
Great defense once again. They're trying to pester the goal with these shots, but nothing seems to be able to get through this rock-solid defense of Indian Hill at this time.
It's an extended wall.
It is an extended wall.
It feels like you're going into a wall. But there we go, Kroll demonstrating some of his speed.
Kroll tried to get around the Braves defender, knocked himself down while he was doing it. But again, a great attempt at the goal. Indian Hill seeing if they can get a little rush here.
Some good passing by the Braves. That's very nice.
Absolutely.
Nice cross to Carew.
Oh, Evan Warmer.
Now that was a great possession by the Braves.
I will tell you, the Braves, when they play this crossover, they have made some fantastic efforts playing that ball over the top to the backside where Verratti is just pestering that goal with some shots. I'm afraid one of these might fall if we don't.
Yeah, Verratti's scaring me.
Don't stop that. That is why he's one of the best in the CHL. Captain this year for the Braves. But so far, so good with the Mariemont Warriors holding him tight and not letting him break down the defense. But we've got another shot on goal. A great save by Evan once again. Evan is saying, not today.
Indian Hill knocking at the door at the end of the half.
They are, and Mariemont fans are letting Evan know they appreciate his great save there.
Yes. Got Mel and Sudenroth standing up on the bench. Romick.
Another great defense effort. Can they play that ball deep to Kyle early? That's another thing I would recommend for the second half is as quickly as you can go, try and release Kyle Kroll with that speed and see if you can't steal one here.
Bates Gall, number 12, getting into it with number 7. You can hear some people in the stands complaining about it.
That slowed down the offense. Not a bad foul there. I think there was no ill intent there. Slow down the game. Both went for the ball, but definitely a foul. Definitely a foul.
Bates does like contact.
We've got 1 minute remaining in the half. 1 minute remaining in the half, and it looks like Kazmarowski is going to try and dip this one into the box. He's got a great leg on it. Nice clearance here.
Under 1 minute left in our first half. We're under 1. Under 4 now. We're coming up on 45 seconds.
We're down to 40 seconds left in the half. Ball's played into the defensive end of the Braves. Kyle Kroll keeping it there with some good effort. Again, ball bouncing around. Maybe we'll get one more chance for either team here as we go. But Luke Brothers getting a great ball. Playing the ball out wide there.
Nolan Buck. Let's see if he can get it in the middle.
Nolan Buck to Bates Gall. Unfortunate there.
Brady
We're
Ewert
down to 15
back.
seconds.
And Kroll.
Oh, man, we almost had one there. It looks like
They're trying to get their corner. 10, 9,
7,
8.
6, 5, 4.
Kyle gets it off. One last chance for the Warriors.
Oh.
And it is half. What a
was a nice
first
hustle.
half we
Nice
saw
hustle.
here at Kusel Stadium. We are looking forward to a fantastic next
I am
40
excited
minutes
to see
here.
these last 40 minutes.
I can only anticipate more and more.
We
So-
do need a winner. We do need a winner.
And we will be back after this halftime break. We'll see you back on the flip side in the second half. half. Indian Hill is going to kick off, but what a first half we just saw, Cameron.
Yeah, just looks like a chess match to me, really. Both teams just trying to figure out how they can get around the box and score.
Both coaches seemed calm at halftime, yet pretty solid in their talks to try and settle what the score may be. Again, we've got a crosstown rivalry here. Two state-ranked teams battling each other in a league contest that has a lot of pull towards the end standings. If Mariemont loses this game, going down 2 games in the league, pretty hard to crawl back from that point. But if they beat Indian Hill here, it leaves that game in October between Indian Hill and Wyoming that could decide the league.
Very crucial for Mariemont to stay in the top 3 tier.
And we're off. Here we go.
And the ball is already out of bounds.
It was nice to connect and see all the student athletes on the field in the game. They always like to get on that pitch, kick the ball around and have some fun while they're doing it. Again, great to see the turnout this evening on a beautiful Tuesday evening here.
Yeah, it was very hot before, but now it's becoming a very nice evening.
A goal kick for Evan here. Again, booting the ball well past the 50-yard line as it just is settling down into the half. Again, we're looking for those critical moments here in these first 5 minutes. Is one team going to come out of halftime and set the tone for the remainder of the game? Mariemont runs that ball out of bounds. It looks like yet another goal kick here for Evan Wartenberger as Mariemont wishes and hopes to get that first crucial goal as we go forward. I believe they have it in them. We will see here shortly. Only 38 minutes left in this game.
Lundberg with a nice header. Bowden getting aggressive as a sophomore.
Yeah, both teams have come out a little more aggressive. I wonder if that was the point
nice
of
ball by
emphasis
Sudenroth.
Halftime.
Kane pushes it to the middle, but Romick with a clear. Let's see what Kroll can do. Nice pass by Mel.
Kroll again looks to put his back to the goal and is successful with that, but I'd love to see him get out in space more and try and break down the Braves defense by a nice through ball. I know Luke has looked for that, but it often goes a little wide here. I'd love to see them try and get one more down the central channel of the field. And we got McClory coming up with the throw in right in front of the Braves bench. He's got an arm on him. Look at that.
Yeah, he does.
All the way to the Indian Hill goalkeeper. It appears we have a switching goalkeeping jerseys. I believe it's still the same goalkeeper. Kicks the ball about the same. Indian Hill possessing the ball. Great defensive effort again. Again, the ball somehow always falls its way to our Luke Brothers in the midfield.
Brothers giving a little pushy. Lundberg with control. Ooh. Mel with a good slide to keep Tan off the ball in the center of the field.
Kroll pulling the ball back to the defensive line, trying to reset the offense here. A light touch there from Romick. And all the way back to Wartenberger. They're getting a little cute with the ball.
But good possession.
Nice 5 or 6
Steve-O
passes.
with a nice
ball
pass.
Back to Kroll. Are they looking to go behind them, though? That's a great ball.
Run on, Comer.
Cromer still with the ball. Finds.
Oh, that was a good run by Comer.
He was looking for Brothers there, who was sitting at the PK spot at about 18 out of goal. He was looking to come from behind, but they've earned their first corner kick of the half. Luke Brothers heading over to take the corner kick in the deep corner of Kusel Stadium. Right above him, the beautiful moon is shining tonight. What a gorgeous, I can't even call it a fall day. What a gorgeous summer day here at Kusel Stadium. Great ball in the box. Kyle Kroll got up, headed the ball, and it goes out for a goal kick. I like seeing the boys getting up and getting ahead on that ball, though. So maybe that was another emphasis, is to get up and go at it. Our Lady Warriors have started the season at 1-3-1. The Indian Hill girls team 5-1. Both strong teams. Our girls are figuring it out here early in the season, but they have some strong senior leadership and
Good
some
ball.
great effort.
Sudenroth running on. Sudenroth does come out really strong on that left side, and I've seen him lay out a goalkeeper before.
Absolutely. Sudenroth is a solid player here. Gets around the defender. Gets a nice ball into the box.
Close
I
to
love
goal.
the aggressiveness we've come out with this half. But circling back to the girls team.
It was a nice save nice stop by Campa.
Absolutely. We're looking for those girls to turn it around and start getting some W's on the board here. They definitely have the talent, so it will be fun to see. We're going to be calling a few of their games here in a couple weeks, so that's exciting, giving the girls some love as well. Fantastic athletes and people on the girl side as well. Luke coming all the way back to defend, could not get it. And yet another stop by Stevens defensively.
Stevens been a long time soccer player. Good friend of mine. He's been playing select since 2nd grade, all around.
Wernberg with the save. A deep shot from the Braves. But Wernberger makes yet another save, cradles the ball, and is looking to boot that ball. Look at that ball go.
All the way over to the opposite 45-yard line.
Unfortunately, it was Kyle Kroll versus 4 Braves
Tan.
defenders.
Lundberg back to Tan.
Haven't seen much of Tan this half. He played fantastic soccer in the first half.
He does try to control the middle. Likes to play it out to the out
Absolutely.
wide.
He's the
And there we go, Kroll again. You can see him. He's, after a couple strides, he's faster than anyone.
If he can get off to the races with you, he is going to get to that ball as quickly as he can. But Mariemont trying to figure out that right pace of speed.
Oh, Bennett with the trip. Back to Verratti. Good defense, Romick.
With a shot, Romick stops it. And sooner
looks like it should be Mariemont ball. Yep.
You are right there. And we got some substitutions here.
Yeah, Ewert back in the game.
Coming in for Indian Hill, you got Lanchicola again, as well as Zins.
Adramel looks like he's shaking up on the play. He was previously injured a couple games. He had a hurt rib, so when he was breathing, it was hard for him.
He seems to be limping off. Wonderful trainer Jeremy over there
Jeremy.
coming out, giving Jeremy a shout out here. One of the best in the business. Really cares about all of our student athletes, from our cross country runners to our soccer players to our football team.
Always great energy from him.
Always great energy. Gall gets around number 11 in the back, Swallow. Gall still with the ball, twisting and turning his way.
Yeah, he was twisting and turning for sure. He was playing his defender on his back like Kroll.
He was. He just couldn't settle down with that ball as he was trying to get behind the Braves defense for his first opportunity this half.
See if McClory can get a good throw in again.
It looks like Jeremy's stretching out a side or hip, it looks like, on the bench there of Mel. But we will see. I anticipate him coming back into this game.
Oh, I'm for sure. He's definitely trying to get in against his last game against Indian Hill.
Studenroth with the ball in the middle, trying to get some space. Unlucky. I think he was either shooting that ball or trying to pitch that in there to Kyle Kroll. But nonetheless, another save by Horton from the Braves.
Crew still pushing and attacking on Romick.
Just coming up into the press box, our wonderful assistant principal, Mr. Block, showing up. That is another thing I love here about the Mariemont Warrior family is the administrators, teachers, everyone comes out to support. Great save by Wardenberger there. They all come out to support the athletics as well. We have Mr. Bexford, one of the best in the biz as well. He's always running our graphics here next to us. So everything you see on that score.
Yeah, Mr. Bexler was my study hall teacher last year, and it was good talking to him every day, even though I didn't have a class with him.
Absolutely. An interesting call there. Student Roth got knocked off the ball, but unfortunately the ball did not go in his favor. A shot from Indian Hill and saved by Wardenberger. What a save again by Wardenberger. Calming down the defense, letting them go forward with the ball, and it's up in the air.
Pace can't see where the ball is. He's turning.
We've got a push on the Warriors. It looks like it's Indian Hill's ball. Back here at the 35 in their defensive half. Of course, we're playing here at Kusel Stadium, home of our football team, our lacrosse teams, our soccer teams, and lots of our youth programs also utilize this pitch. Ref seems to be taking an extra long look down there as the ball's being played. Indian Hill on the attack. Another great defensive effort, this time by Bodengall. Still attacking down the right-hand flank. Looks to get that ball inside. McClory with a great clearance. Luke Brothers trying to get a little fancy there, and it works for him. We got the ball back, so it's a throw in deep in our defensive third.
McClory just throwing it up the field. He's got a nice, like you were saying earlier, he does really have a nice rip.
He does. He was trying to take a little advantage of that and step up a couple feet, but you can't fault someone for trying to get an extra inch or two on the field. So he's back here throwing the ball in from the original.
What a rip.
Spot. Gall clears him out. Stock with the ball. Student Roth playing the ball, looking to go behind the defense.
Good idea.
But we're still there.
Good. Ooh.
It looks like there may have been a foul outside of that box.
Number 5, Cade, get into it with Bates.
The ref's telling them, let's not do this, gentlemen. Keep playing.
Probably 28 more minutes of this, honestly.
As I said, it looked pretty close there to possibly being a foul right outside the box, but the ref's going to let the boys play today. So again, the ball's in the midfield. Indian Hill advancing the ball down the left-hand side. That pass, unfortunately, was to nobody.
Kroll with his defender on his back.
But he comes away with the ball.
Yes.
Most of the time. But for Mariemont to be successful, Kyle's getting a little too deep for my liking. Kyle needs to stay up on that defensive line and see if we can spurt him forward. Sometimes I feel that he needs that ball at his foot, so he keeps doing whatever he can to get it, but then he's too far back defensively to be an impact on the offense.
You also can see Indian Hill hovering over Kroll when he finally gets the ball in his area of the field.
On that scouting report, the speed was definitely part of that scouting report. Luke Brothers with the ball up top, looking.
Studenroth still pushing. See if he can get the corner. Oh, he just ran him off.
And
Stu going right at the ball.
He almost got them a corner there, but a goal kick for Indian Hill. Coming in the game, we've got Lazick as well as Consolino replacing Kane and Bennett.
Yeah, it looks like Kane's just going to cool down. He'll probably be back out there in a couple minutes.
Absolutely. The tents have come down as the sun came down, but the heat has remained. We are looking for Studenroth here on the left-hand side all day. He is definitely getting aggressive and battling some bodies. That ball just went out of play. It is Mariemont's ball. And we've got McClory coming all the way up to the attacking third to take this throw in. As we said, he's got a great throw. So maybe we're looking for a flick here from Bates Gall and Kyle Kroll running on and scoring this goal for us. Let's see. There's the flick.
What a rip.
We almost predicted that one. Not as many great chances this second half. The defense is really locked in. But again, I anticipate a fantastic last 26 minutes of this game as we continue.
I'm feeling a little bit more confident with Mariemont's offense as they're pushing a little bit more on their side of the field.
They have
attacking
been.
Side. Ooh, that was a nice kick.
McClory
McClory.
running the ball out of
Yep.
bounds. Great defensive play. Indian Hill.
Very smart, stayed composed.
Absolutely.
Good IQ.
Goal kick.
There, Bates. Let's go, Student Roth.
A little
running.
too deep for Bates, but the boys are looking to go forward. They are
Bates is running hard.
attacking.
Yeah, Bates and Student Roth are really pushing on that left side.
The Warriors have a 3-man focus up top here. I think they've gone to 3 in the top, and between Bates, Kroll, and
Uh-oh. Here we go. Crew running on. Goal. Oh. I can't believe
it is wide.
From my angle, it looked like it was
It'll get no closer than that.
spot in.
Just a bit wide.
Looked like it was right in.
He is still down
How did that
over there.
happen? Just off the bounce?
It bounced through. We might have a replay there for you.
Oh, here we go.
But a little header there, and
I thought that was
hit
in.
it wide.
I really thought that was in.
He miskicked that, and it went wide right.
So, after all that work, Burger.
And it's still 0-0.
I know. And here we go, Crew again, still pushing.
What a great
They need
defensive
to
play
keep,
by
keep
Romick.
an eye on him.
Again, that high soccer IQ, playing that ball back to the keeper for a nice goal. And here
Good
comes
ball.
Mariemont. When I
Looks
look
like
one way, I
keeper
got to
keeping
look
it.
the other.
Yeah,
So we go from one keeper to the
a
other.
lot of counters. Brought down by number 8. What a ball. That was a nice ball.
Verratti starting to feel it a little in the attacking third here, and the Braves are looking for
Yeah, the
it.
Braves are chopping at the bit too. Here we go. Buck pushed down and looks like they're going to get a kick, Mariemont. Let's see if Brothers can place this in the box.
I'd like to see a shot on goal here. Luke typically likes to play this little ball in, but I would love to see Luke just wind up and take one. I think he should ask for 10 yards here. It is a football field. It looks like they're about 8 yards back, and he does so. The referee is
refs are
going to
pushing
move him
him back.
back. Brothers behind the ball. It looks like Mariemont has a lot forward.
As Vonnegs waits on the bench.
And Kroll goes for it. Oh, and just out of reach of the goalkeeper and over the goal. Great attempt by Luke. As we asked him to go for it, he did. As we're going up with Crew, Verratti up here. Crew in 5 games has 5 goals to kick off the year.
Very impressive.
Averaging, again, a goal a game, which is not easy. But he is knocking on the door. But Mariemont defense is holding him off, which is great to see. Speaking of goals, Kyle Kroll, he's leading Mariemont right now with 6 goals and 1 assist for 13 points. So he's had a nice start to the season. He's on a little 2-game hiatus right now, so talking again to him today, he'd like to put a ball in the back of the net here sooner than later. And a ball up here, it's a great attempt, another great save by Horton.
Cole keeping it tight back there. Keeping him honest.
Again, some great chances from both teams. This game is living up to the hype, I would say. We were excited about this game coming in, and both teams came to play tonight. As Coach Eric Vonnegs told us before the game, you don't need to do a lot of motivation. You don't have to sit in there and really get these kids ready. Kroll down the right-hand side. Great foot skills there. Plays a ball over the top. Unfortunately, did not play it into the box. But as Vonnegs was saying, this is the type of game high school sport is really good for. So we're up there on the screen.
We're waving driver right here.
Saying hi. We're having a lot of good times up here. Thanks for having us, ICRC, again. And, what a game out here today. We are so excited to be here, and we can't wait to bring our student broadcasters along this semester and year and future games as well. So we're already excited for the next one.
And a special thanks to Mr. Eden again for taking this position as a teacher and helping us start a broadcasting program with Mr. Sugarman as well.
Yeah, we're really happy to bring Mr. Eden onto team this year as part of our Warriors Beyond program, and really excited about what we're doing here and being able to partner with such great people. And Kroll coming down the side, playing the ball in. Will not doing bad, but again, we're having a lot of fun and look forward to doing this a lot more. That ball went deep into that forest. I don't know how we find the balls once it goes in there.
I was here the first half against Wyoming. I think 3 or 4 balls had gone over the fence.
I think that must be practice next day, is go down into the woods to find the balls.
Or those poor JV ball boys.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't get poison ivy or anything back in those woods.
I would hope not. That would be a pretty bad story. Yeah. Brothers with the ball into the box.
And Zach
McClory all the way up.
Looks like he's going to re-center the ball. And good defense by number 12.
Again, the second half, we're about 20 minutes in, and Mariemont's been on the attack most of this half. They've definitely been more dangerous. But again, no one has seemed to be able to break this time.
And Zach's out of position, but it looks like he's getting back, hopefully, before he stops number 12. Good defense by Romick.
Missed clearance there by Buck.
Looks like Indian Hill is going to push.
Mariemont does have numbers behind the ball, which is good to see.
Lunenburg repositioning, gets it back. Looks like he's going to play down the line. See, this is a really nice possession. See, their passing is exceptional.
Lots of dancing over the ball. A great cross in.
Friday but again, right there. Nice clear.
Swarm defense clearing that ball out.
Here we go with Ton.
Indian Hill with a shot. Werdeberger on the ball. He's glad he held on to that one as a few Braves were around him. But a quick release trying to spring Kyle Kroll, and it gets through just a little. Kyle Kroll gets knocked down, and there is no foul on the play. Unbelievable. That was good effort. Kyle's got to be careful, though, as he's yelling at that referee. What a great release from Evan, and a great attempt by Kyle Kroll. Unfortunately, it looks like he got tied up just a little there, but not enough for a foul. But this one was a foul. The referee said too much at the center of the field.
We got Bates Gall checking back in, as well as number 15 and 7 for Indian Hill.
Bates has looked pretty good this second half, so I'm excited to get him back in there and see if we can't put one in the back of the net here as we're going forward. Vonick seems pretty calm on the bench over there. Wonder what's going through his head right now.
I do not know. I really don't know.
He's a hard one to read sometimes.
He is a hard one to read. I've never had him as a teacher, but he's a very interesting, creative personality.
Very passionate.
Yes.
But we gotta love that as well.
Yeah,
we gotta
love it.
You gotta appreciate someone who's got the passion for the game like he does. I love talking soccer with him as a former coach, and I played a little throughout my day, so talking to Vonix and chatting him up is always a good time. So.
And shout out Coach Shannon as well. He's one of my club coaches back in the day when I played. Nice guy.
Number 12, Bates Gall.
So we got number 7.
Kazmarowski.
Number 15 back in the game.
Bennett, and it looks like Zins is coming back in, and Kyle Kroll is coming out of the game, which is probably a good chance. He's got a little energy going on right now. He's still a little upset about the non-call, but hopefully he can channel that to put one in the back of the net.
He's got to bounce back. I'm sure he's got some in the tank. Gas
what a ball from Luke Brothers.
Oh!
It's in the box.
Oh, Bowden.
Wide by Bowden. But it looks like it went off a Braves defender, and we are going to get a corner kick out of that. What a
good header
great
by
ball. Great header. Great attempt.
Got the header, but results in a corner kick for the Warriors.
See if Brothers can
start corner of Kusel
give one of his teammates a chance.
Ball's flitting around there. No shot on goal, though.
Weird.
And Verratti's on the break. McClure was over at the bench getting some water. Who's falling in defensively there. I don't know if that was planned or not, but it's always nice to have an extra defender back there that you didn't know about. But that backside is open. The ball's played out of bounds, and another goal kick for Wartenberger.
Like I said before, ladies and gentlemen.
So I guess the one sport we haven't talked about yet is volleyball. They've started their season 5-4, again trying to just figure out what they're doing, but another successful start. Again, great student athletes inside the gymnasium. School looks a little different this year, doesn't it, Cameron?
Yeah, it does. It is more of a modular. We have modulars this year, and it's very different. Moving to each classroom during the day, walking outside, getting some fresh air, which is nice, but it's been hard with these 90-degree days where you sweat from class to class.
But it's better than the 30-degree days we're coming on soon.
Oh,
but that gym is used right now for, we've got some gym classes in there with our junior high. We have study hall, we're doing lunch, and then it also happens to be where the volleyball team plays as well. So everything in the school is multi-purpose this year as we're building a gorgeous, brand new school.
Gorgeous is an understatement.
We're very excited. It looks like Romick, he's holding that shoulder. I think he's struggling again from this injury. This is going to be a tough loss if he can't return to the
Interesting, definitely, if there's a breakdown on the back line in these next 15 minutes.
I give him a lot of credit for, I'm sure he was in pain. Hopefully he can get that looked at, iced up, and be back on the pitch here soon because he has been a rock in the back for us. So unfortunately, I think his night might be done, but with 15 minutes left, can the Warriors
and Brothers pushes middle? No. Oh, that was the right idea. Just good stop by an Indian Hill defender.
Sometimes I feel that Brothers is a little too unselfish there. I'd love to see him take a ball and go. The fans are not happy with this out-of-bounds call. They felt it was Mariemont's ball.
And you can hear the Indian Hill parents getting right back at the Mariemont parents cheering a little bit extra loud.
We're right here basically in between the two, so we're getting both sides over the headset, which is great to see. I love a little passion. Both sides have been respectful. Two wonderful communities and lots of great things going on in both school districts. Great turn here by number 16, Buck.
And Indian Hill, a great academic school as well.
That they are. It's a great rivalry on the pitch in the school, and we collaborate with them quite often as well. So it's always good to see great schools working together. Ball still in Mariemont's defensive third here. Oh, almost got up and high. That was Jan's deal. He's got some ups there. He almost got up and over and got that ball on target. I think we need to watch out for that backside ball again most of this half. Luke Brothers coming over to the bench to get some water, trying to refresh for this last 13 minutes and 30 seconds of the second half, and a 0-0 game here at Kusel Stadium. Temperature's down to 83 degrees, down a lot from what it was at the beginning of the game, but still blistering hot on that field, and you can tell it's done some work to the legs of both teams here. But as we go, which team is going to find that little extra oomph to get one of these goals before the game ends? Mariemont still seems to be on the attack.
It's really up to the players. Honestly, who wants it more? It's who wants it these last 10 minutes. Running faster.
And we will. Unfortunately, I thought maybe he was going to pull it. You know, it is times like this. We do have a corner kick here. I'm not sure how that happened. I believe it went off Will, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
But as we were saying, you know, it's moments like this in the game where players just got to say, I'm going to put the team on my back. I'm going to break through it. I'm going to put that ball in the back of the net. And I think we've got some guys on the Warriors who can do that. So I'm excited to see Kroll coming back in the game here soon, hopefully. And maybe it will be him. We're not taking a water break this half, it looks like. So we've got a ball coming in.
And it looks like we got Andrew Mell back in the game, coming from a leg injury earlier.
Back post to Kroll. Ball still floating there. What a save by the Indian Hill goalkeeper, Horton. What an attempt off yet another corner kick for the Warriors.
You can see the counter. Look what they're doing right away. They're countering.
And we all know who's up there, who they're playing it through. It is Verratti.
That's a nice pass. Studenrath with the tackle. 5 with the cross. Looks like it's going to be too deep. And Homer looks like he's going to get the ball. A nice hustle. Keep it.
Comer's going to have to get back in position, but
here we go. Kroll's ready.
Can he find Buck over here? Play it behind the defense. Unlucky. He still got the ball.
Good pass.
Plays it to goal. Goal going forward with it. No foul on the play.
Oh!
Now that, my friends, I believe was going to be a foul, but the ref says no, sir.
And a counter by Verratti. Stevo's been on that back line, and he blocks him again. Stevo has had an outstanding.
There's a replay of this almost foul here coming up.
Outstanding performance.
We thought we had another foul, 2 over there with Kroll, but the ref said not today. Bates Gall seems to be talking to the referee. The referee is coming over to Coach Vonix to start explaining
And Vonix looks like he's pretty upset for the first time tonight.
He is. The ref is stopping the clock to talk to Vonix. I have not seen a card come out yet. He is allowing the subs to come in, and we may have a player down on the far end of the field as well. I see someone limping off there. If that's another defender, we're going to be going down yet another defender. Vonix is taking this opportunity to calm down Kyle Kroll and also talk to him about what we need these next 10 minutes and 33 seconds to break this tie. We're going to take one more look at this almost foul here.
Andrew Mell walking off as well.
So he's there.
Injured.
And it looks like he got ball, maybe a little foot with that. But again, no foul was called on either of those.
Maybe a little acting as well. I don't know.
You know, I do believe the play auditions are coming up here at Mariemont High School. I believe our production is not another high school play this year.
Yes, I was actually talking to some classmates about that earlier today.
So maybe we should talk to Kyle tomorrow about auditioning for a role in that.
He might have to.
I think his passion and heart lie on the soccer field, and we're glad to have him as part of this.
And it looks like Vonix is talking to the Indian Hill coach again. His problems with the referee.
All right, so we have a throw-in.
They seem to be having a decent conversation. Again, friendly banter back and forth.
Vonix looks a little bit more upset, but probably just based off that previous call. And you can see number 20's hands on Kroll's back as he tried to keep possession.
Yep, definitely a physical game out here. Ball played into the box, and it's a goal by the Indian Hill Braves. It was Verratti with a goal and a header.
That was a very nice cross.
They've been looking for Verratti all game, and they finally found him on the backside of the net. Let's see how the Warriors come back from this. There is 10 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in this game. Indian Hill has a whole tunnel of high fives over here, but the game is far from over as the Mariemont Warriors have been attacking all half, and I anticipate we'll have many more chances this last 10 minutes. This is going to be an exciting last minute.
Let's see if Mariemont doesn't give up and get a good push, maybe to possibly tie the game.
And that goal was a great cross in. Verratti got up and got a solid head on that ball. Unfortunately, there was no defenders in its way. So let's see how Mariemont responds. This next 5 minutes is crucial. It is Mariemont's ball. Indian Hill tried to pick
now
the ball
it looks like they're already trying to waste time.
They are. He picked the ball up and threw it, and the referee has stopped the clock. He is not going to pull a caution here. But number 8 Langicola picked up the ball and threw
And
it.
throwing Warriors.
With the new high school rules this year, any substitution by the winning team with 5 minutes remaining will stop the clock. So that's something to look forward to
Okay.
as well.
That is interesting.
Yeah, in
See
the
if
past,
people trying to milk the clock.
Yeah, in the past, teams have milked the clock, and the state of Ohio has said no to that. So if Indian Hill tries to sub as of right now, within the last 5 minutes, the clock will stop. But hopefully this game is even by that time, and we'll see what happens.
Caleb Tan controlling the midfield again. Good tackle by Steve-O.
Stevens playing the ball up top. Luke Brothers, nope, that's Gall in the midfield.
And the ball hits one
Ball
of
into
our
our
cameramen.
cameraman, yeah. Well done down there. He's not only steady with the camera, but he's steady with his feet as well, playing a great ball right back to the Warriors. I hear he plays on Sundays, is what we're being told from the truck. We can tell he must be the all-star of the team, so maybe he can channel some of that Sunday energy into the Warriors as we try and get one of these goals back into the net. Again, we've had our chances tonight. Unfortunately, we just haven't been able to break down the Warriors' defense, and Horton is throwing that shutout right now. So we're really hoping to find the equalizer.
Into the break. As we're coming up on 8 minutes left here in our ball game.
Do you think Mariemont is looking for the tie first?
I think
I
at
mean,
this point
obviously,
you just got to
with
break
7
down.
minutes to go,
Yeah.
and they don't want to lose.
With their two previous losses against state-ranked teams in their last, I think they're looking for something to hold on to and bring some positive energy
Kroll.
to the team. Kroll might take it coast to coast here. He's
There we go.
flying by the other defenders,
Oh.
looking for a goal in the middle of the field. Unfortunately,
Very good
knocked off
defense
by the.
by Campa. That was a good stop.
Absolutely. This is a tough stretch for the Warriors, playing 3 state-ranked teams, but in all the games, really playing within them. If you can take anything away from the 2 previous losses before tonight, it's that we can play with the best in Division 2. And, hopefully this game equalizes and we can even get 2. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like after this game, Mariemont's at CHCA, at Finneytown, and at Oakwood for the next 3 games.
So some definitely winnable games for Mariemont,
Yes.
but again, it's how they respond to these 3 games.
Yeah.
They've played great games. Hopefully don't get down, but hopefully we can find that equalizer here. It looks like Studenroth has gone to the back line with some of these injuries. So that takes away from your offense here, unfortunately, but sometimes you got to hold the lead for what it is. That ball did go out of bounds as he cleared that ball. But Mariemont's bench is up, excited to go. They're putting in some energy onto the players. It looks like a caution is coming out to Verratti, who cleared the ball once the ball was out of bounds. So he is going to have to leave the field of play right now and be replaced by Jan Steele.
Like that new rule, or is it under 5, correct?
It stops on a caution right now, but
Okay.
yes, after 5 minutes it will stop. So there are substitutes here at the line, but Verratti got a yellow for delay of game, it appears, or unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure what the referee saw. But Mariemont advancing the ball into the attacking third here.
See an Indian Hill student with a nice grab as the ball's kicked over into the stands.
Again, out of bounds
Another
here.
catch by a fan.
Fans are helping our ball boys. We'd like to thank our ball boys for doing this work as well. We know they're tired. Great ball onto the back. It is an offsides. That is the first offsides of the game. I thought it hit a defender who made a clear attempt at the ball, which would negate the offsides, but not according to the referee. So we do have an offsides call. I believe first one of the game on both sides of the ball. So it's been a pretty physical game, but not too many calls throughout the game, which has been nice to see and let the boys just play.
Yeah, and looks like both teams they've both had good sportsmanship this game. Only a little bit of shoving and pushing, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of talking.
Ball into Wardenberger with an easy save.
Pick it up.
Warburger gets it right out to Brothers.
Brothers being a little lackadaisical on the ball there, but got a
Push
nice
the
ball
ball
up into, and I believe that is Buck chasing it down. At some point here, we're going to see Mariemont send some numbers towards the ball right now. I think they need to start getting forward and really make a nice push to put one in the back of the net.
Curious to see if the goalkeeper, Evan, pushes up in the next couple minutes. Bates with a push.
The Indian Hill bench not too pleased with some of these calls out of bounds here. Still not.
Now they're complaining about a throw-in.
Jan Steele put a lot of pressure on that ball as Mariemont tries to progress that ball into the attacking third. Nice little move there by Stevens to get the ball forward to Brothers.
He's getting pushed in the back, even Brothers is. Let's see if he can.
That's a nice ball in. I think Kyle might have been able to track that ball down, but he held up as they're going. Hopefully we can keep this ball here. And this is where the new rule went in advance. So Indian Hill is making a substitution here, and the clock does stop with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Number 9, Freeman returning to the game, as well as Lazick, and taking out number 17, Zins, and Bennett. We've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds in this great contest tonight. Hopefully we can find the equalizer for the Mariemont Warriors this evening, but time is running out.
Time is running out, and it looks like the Indian Hill coach is telling his players a defensive strategy to keep the Warriors away from the goal.
This is where coaching really comes into play, to keep your team level-headed.
A lot of controversy over whose ball it is and who's throwing it is in these past 5 minutes.
It is. Lots and lots of
right on the
energy and passion come out towards ends of games like this. But we're going to see what happens in the next 4 minutes. Goalkeeper holding on to the ball as long as he's allowed. Puts a nice ball up into the attacking third of the Warriors. And it is out of bounds by...
And Jeremy with the collection of the ball.
Time stopped again here with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. Indian Hill seems to be getting in more defensive substitutions at this point to make sure they can lock it down for the end of the game. Stevens trying to get out of there. Will also battle on that ball, and they earn themselves a goal kick here.
Goal kick.
So as we said, next up for Mariemont, they play CHCA, then at Finneytown and at Oakwood. Upcoming games for Indian Hills, they are playing Tippecanoe, Reading, and then Alter, 2 of those games being home. So Indian Hill continues to progress through that.
If the score holds to be true, looks like Indian Hill will become 3-0 in the CHL. Mariemont will go 1-2.
But not quite yet here, Cameron. We do have 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the second half, and we are looking for that equalizer. Can we find it? It's getting a little aggressive out there. Bates Gall with the ball. And it looks like Mariemont ball. Indian Hill is pointing their way every time that ball comes out of bounds. There's a quick substitution. Kyle Kroll back into the game. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain. Can we find this equalizer? Stevens puts the ball into the box, but blocked by the referee. Unfortunate there, as he seemed to have
the
a ball
cleared,
going
but back
into the box.
To Sudenroth.
Another Mariemont throw in here.
Will
Sudenroth taking the ball. Looking for his numbers to get
Under
forward.
2.
Flicking in the box. Goal puts it in. Kyle got the ball, and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in from the Mariemont Warriors deep in the attacking third with 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the game. We've got McClory with his deep throw coming in the game. Can we get ahead on this ball? The ball is up. The ball is in. And it is cleared by the Braves defender. Stevens with the throw. We've got 1 minute and
1
16 seconds
minute.
left. Buck trying to get his space on the field. The Indian Hill defender taking him off. Great defense. Brothers going in with a shoulder here. McClory putting the ball back in. Ball bouncing around. Seems not to be able to find any space in there. We are under a minute here at Kusel Stadium with Indian Hill up 1-0 in this matchup of state-ranked teams. The ball is out of bounds. Mariemont with 45 seconds left. Throwing the ball in from their defensive third. Up along the side. Bates Gall with the ball. It looks like there is a foul here. And it looks like there is going to be a card issued to Bates Gall. I think the ref's a little quick to his pocket on this one, but Bates is going to have to exit the field with 35.
And Vaughn looks pretty upset.
He is giving a card to the Braves player as well, number 14. I think Vonix is getting a little loud on the bench. The Indian Hill coach is looking at him.
You can hear the Indian Hill fans excited for the win.
Vonix and the Indian Hill coach seem to be talking once again, but it doesn't look as friendly as it's been all night. But both are keeping their cool with 35 seconds left. Deep into the defensive third. Hands on the back of Buck. Buck's got the ball, plays it to Studenroth. Studenroth trying to advance the ball with less than 30 seconds left in the game.
And the ball is booted out to
Evans got a big punt. We've got one more opportunity here as that ball
15
goes
seconds.
deep. And it is
wow.
That is
what a mistake. Oh my God.
Indian Hill has put their heads down. The goalkeeper has no idea what just happened. There is a replay. The shoe is off on the goalkeeper. What a punt by Wardenberger. What a follow. And what an unfortunate mistake for the Indian Hill Braves.
Wow.
The goalkeeper's shoe is on the field as he threw it
I
off.
did not expect that. I even thought the game was over at 5 minutes.
The goalkeeper's throwing his gloves. He is not happy right now. But that is why you never say never on the pitch at Kusel Stadium. This is going to uplift the Warriors as they go into those next 3 games. What a finish here at Kusel Stadium between two state-ranked
Well, that
teams.
will change the CHL landscape.
We just got our money's worth here at Kusel Stadium as the last ticks come off on the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
And that is a ball game here at Kusel Stadium as your Mariemont Warriors come back, tie the game with 8 seconds left in the game.
Talk about exciting.
8.5 seconds left to tie another state-ranked team. I'd say this was what we asked for.
It is what we asked for. It was a little late, but
It was a battle between two state-ranked teams, both laying their hearts out on the line, both putting it all on, and credit to the Mariemont Warriors who never gave up
till the last second.
And that is why we do what we do, is both teams line up to shake hands. Hopefully they are very respectful on the line, because this is exactly what you pay for, ladies and gentlemen. And that does it for us here at Kusel Stadium tonight. I'm Brian Sugarman alongside with
Cameron Lackey.
and we are so happy to be able to bring this game with ICRC-TV. Check us out again here at Kusel Stadium soon as we call another boys game and many other games as we go forward. And that's all from Kusel Stadium.
Thanks for watching.
1-1. Thanks for watching.